All right, guys, I'm here. sorry for being late again. It's had a little last minute setup to do.
Oh, baby. Picking up. Here comes Prosper.
All right, this is the first NXT I've made it to in 3 weeks. But hey, better late than never, right? Should be a good match. We got Parka here giving us some professionalism in otherwise all green four-way. Oh, nasty bump on the apron. Actually, it wasn't that nasty. Yeah, look at those flips. Park is always fun to watch. Soft drop kick. The luchadors are always a little bit softer. Well, I shouldn't say always. They're often a little bit softer. Oh! Good pop-up slam. Is Parka related to Jada Parka? Oh, I mean Jada Parker. Never mind. Yeah, that was lame. My bad. Oh, man. You gotta be careful landing on your feet like that. Could blow your knee out. Oh, boy. A little risky. Yeah, nice moonsault. At least Parka is doing something good. Oh, nice Razor Ramon shirt. Too bad that guy was never champion. That would have been a fun run. Parka song stuck in my head. Yeah, Tristan Angels is good. That was an okay backbreaker. Didn't look super intense, though. Yeah, good suplex. They need to do more Tristan Angels versus Shiloh Hill. Whenever he comes back from being injured. He's not already. EK Prosper, the new Timu Javon Evans. What was that dance? Oh, that was the Parka dance? Why was he doing the La Parka dance after he beat up EK Prosper. Just because he had a scripted incoming shot from La Parka. That was kind of fun. Tristan Angels is my bet to be the winner for this match, but I don't really know the third guy. The one in the pink shorts. He's a new guy. Let's see. Decent Ben Seguri. Nose first into the turnbuckle. Oh, nice kick from EK. La Parka went flying. Pretty fun. La Parka versus EK Prosper. Missile drop kick from Romeo. That was good. Romeo, that's the fourth guy. I couldn't remember. I think he's in a tag team with somebody else. He's one of the new Spanish guys, I think. Good kick. Nice little double team. Little kick followed by DDT. That was cool. Oh, nice. That was kind of a superplex. That was a medium plex. No Imdar. Apparently that's Romeo's partner. Totally normal American name. Nice. Very good Spanish fly. Perfect. Like I said earlier, thankfully we got La Parka here to keep it professional. Everything else from the other guys is just okay. La Parka's the only one doing anything like, wow. That was a great Spanish fly. These guys got to learn somehow. Standard frog splash from EK Prosper. The other guys are doing fine. It's just like, I guess I'd just be glad they're not botching or getting injuries. Glad they're working well together. Oh, that was a big kick. That was not a big kick. Nice big knee from EK. What the fuck? The guy I thought was Romeo. Apparently they're calling him Moreno now. He was supposed to be knocked out. He was laying on one guy, and when La Parka come in, he peeked up. It's like, dude, you got to trust La Parka, man. You didn't sell being knocked out. Oh, man. That was a good toss. Tristan Angels with a steal? Nope. That would have been a good ending, though. Let La Parka get all the cool moves in for the crowd and then have one of the NXT guys steal the win. That'd be classic. Oh, nice. That was like a Rough Rider, but they called it something else. DK's doing some good flying tonight. Like I said, he's... Ooh, man. That moonsault was good. Wow, and he got the cover. I wasn't expecting it. I thought Tristan Angels were going to steal a win. They faked me out with it. They had him steal the win and then fail to steal the win. Now EK Prosper got it. Timo Javon Evans strikes again. Nice. Yeah, he's pretty athletic. Can't complain too much about EK Prosper. But like Javon, he's just not an exciting character. Just another bouncy boy. All right, next Tuesday, Dragon Lee versus EK Prosper. You know what? I wasn't thinking about who's going to win in terms of who's going to face Dragon Lee, but that was a good choice for it. Because EK Prosper can do all the flying stuff. He can hang with the luchadors, but he's not like La Parka, literally a luchador from AAA. Nattie versus Thea Hale. All right, well, I think Nattie's pretty obviously going to win, but I like some Thea Hale, so hopefully we'll have fun in the match. See, how well did the AI get my Thea Hale? Oh, I got Thea Hale good and Nattie. Heck yeah. Dude, my AI art's looking good tonight. Could put the still image in there. Here's the still version. The still version is absolutely perfect as far as all the wrestlers go. It got me a little wrong, but yeah, it's all right. Let's look at the animated version. The animated's good. It's just a little low resolution and got a little mutation. It's a little bit of mutation. It's okay. At the end of the day, I'm coming to kill you. Oops. No bread, no water. All meat tonight, dog, says Booker T. Let me grab a tissue real quick while there's a little commercial break. I'm not going to be gone for the break, though. I'm just going to go walk and get a tissue. I'll be right back. Oops, I left the microphone on. Oh, that's okay. Thankfully, didn't do anything requiring audio privacy. Oh boy, I had a viewer and then they went away. They showed up right when I took a break. Not really a break, but you know. You know what I mean. Maybe I should get a snack. Mm. That terrible looking WWE Superstars doll. Jey Uso. The Jey Uso Superstar doll looks terrible. That does not look like it came from the 70s. Wren is super cute. What's that chick's name? The big one, the new China. I can't think of her name. Yeah, actually, the guys in Vanity Project are looking a little methy today. What's going on with these dudes? Micah Lockwood, that's her name. Baby girl. All right, here goes CAL. One of my favorite cuties on NXT. They stuck her with Jada Parker for no discernible reason. They just decided to be friends against Nattie like 2 weeks ago. 3 weeks. I hadn't watched the last 2 episodes. Oh, Thea Hale's artwork on the back of her outfit is a modified Jack Daniels logo. Look at these camera guys. One of them's down on his knee. The other one's in the microphone giving him orders. He's like, get lower. You're not low enough. Oh, man. I forgot Nikita Lyons. I got to start watching Evolve. Good night. Holy shit. Not paying Nattie any attention. I'm distracted by Nikita Lyons. Oh boy. All right, who's gonna win, Nattie or Thea Hale? My bet is Nattie. I mean, yeah. It took Jada Parker several tries to beat Nattie. Why would Thea Hale just be able to do it? Slugfest between Thea Hale and Nattie? Come on. Good arm drag. Good cover. Nattie's selling her character great. Nice. Thea Hale going hog wild. Up. There she goes flying. Little cutie from Pittsburgh. Of course, we went into an American commercial break. I drove the studio here to France, so I could watch it with less commercials. Oh, Thea Hale being mean tonight. Jumping right on Nattie's arm. I didn't think Thea Hale had that kind of mean in her. You're doing it again, huh? Oh. Nattie got out. Nattie putting her in a, not a figure four, but something. Is it a surfboard? She keeps smacking her butt. Keeps grabbing Thea Hale's ass for some reason. Yes, he got her in a surfboard. Can't blame her on the first part. Whoa, what is that? Momentary distraction to the person in the surfboard? How did, what is that? That makes no sense plot-wise. Oh, Nattie's good. What do you call that move? A neck drag? Just throws Thea Hale over her shoulder by the head. Up, here we go with the rope choke. That's a heel move. Anybody doing the rope choke is a heel. Another neck drag. Oh. Big clothesline. Oh, excuse me. It's a lariat this time. Normally I call it a lariat and they say clothesline. I got too used to them saying clothesline. Hey, maybe Thea Hale could win if Nattie keeps getting distracted by Jada Parker. Whoa, they must have had the shotgun mic aimed directly into Nattie's mouth when she yelled that. You just heard her go, "Shut up!" super loud. Like, sounded like it was directly into a microphone. Why is Nattie back on NXT, though? They don't have room for her on Raw? Oh, she choking Thea Hale? The abdominal stretch. I was trying to think, what is this hold? I forgot. We have an abdominal stretch. That discus lariat looked terrible. You could tell she was setting herself up to get caught. Nice. That was a good suplex. From Thea Hale. They're showing Mike Santana out in the fucking parking lot. Oh, excuse me, Cruz. What are they calling him now? Cruz Montana? What the fuck? He's Mike Santana. Back and forth roll-ups. That's always boring. Thea Hale selling that headbutt good. Nice. I don't know what that cartwheel thing was for. Oh. Uh-oh. Got her in a lock. Is she going to make Nattie tap out? That'd be wild. Definitely not my prediction. Yeah, it's got Thea in the sharpshooter. Hold? Submission hold. There we go. Terrible. I didn't expect Thea Hale to win, but still, I hate seeing her lose. She's a little cutie. Goodness, Nikita Lyons. Holy smokes. Bad kitty. Oh, that looks silly. Them holding Jada Parker back. We're gonna make you watch us hurt Jada Parker. Like they've been best friends for a fucking year. They just started. Their storyline friendship began 3 weeks ago. Thea Hale selling being beat up so good. OTM's pretty good. I don't know if they're ever going to get moved up to Raw, though. Using them to make people look good and evolve. Look at Cody Rhodes going to look in the coffin again. Oh, and he's like, why did I do that? I close it again. He even goes like, what were you doing? Why did you look in the coffin? Cody Rhodes' cheesy ass promoting Unreal Season 3. All right, now we're back into commercial break territory. Oh boy. Howling Mutant says, what's the point of leg days? Anyone care about a sick leg pump? Yes. Yes. Leg day is how you become strong. Doing squats and deadlifts, overhead press. Arms are for looking good. I hate long commercials in NXT, but here we are. I guess it gives me a little downtime to see if anything neat's going on X or to respond to chats, but chat's moving a little slow tonight. Cruz, Montana. What the hell? He's supposed to be Mike Santana. What the fuck? I'm noticing tonight on NXT that Mike Santana is now going by the name Cruz, Montana. What the hell? Do they have to rename everyone for copyright purposes? Yeah, Mike Santana. What the heck? Santana said he helped put the name together as a tribute to his late father, whose death had a major effect on him, and on the personal turnaround he's talked about over the past several years. Okay. That's cool then. But yeah, Mike Santana into Cruz, Montana. Sounds like somebody took Santana and changed one syllable and said, what if his first name was also vaguely Latino? The rhyme does make it aggressively NXT. Cruz Montana sounds like a wrestler GTA character, a mid-sized Chevrolet crossover. Yeah, he was already on NXT as Mike Santana during the TNA crossover. That's how I knew his name was Mike Santana. I never watched TNA. Yeah, his crossover with TNA last year is why it threw me off, because I don't even watch TNA. But they chose to introduce him to me as Mike Santana, and then pull the rug out when they finally bring him on as a main person, as a main roster member. At least it's not as bad as them changing Zack Ryder into Matt Cardona. Write a funny X post about it. Whose ass is OTM beating tonight? I don't have it on my card. Oh yeah, Lucien versus Lexis King. That's right. For Speed Tournament. Lexis is, my bet is Lexis King is going to keep the title by cheating, and then it's going to introduce a feud between Birthright and OTM. Hashtag NXT. Ariana's looking good as usual. OTM is about to face off. Well, I should say Lucien is about to face off against Lexis King for the Speed title. My prediction is that Lexis King will retain the title with some cheating, and that it's going to introduce a feud between OTM and Birthright. Big boot. Yep, they're cheating right off the rip. Immediate cheating. Right?
Take care of your business, son.
Why did they up the time to 5 minutes for these speed matches? He's just gonna run away from him the whole fucking time? Jump through the same corner again? Yeah, oh, I forgot. He's got the championship, he's got the title bonus or whatever they call it for when, if you already had the title and the clock runs out, you just keep the title. Same thing if there's a DQ. It's the title holder's advantage. Oh yeah. Snuck out the back door, kicked him. Oh, I thought we were about to see a big slam. What the hell, dude? Lucien Price is always doing those teeth. He's always showing his teeth off. Lucien Price is always showing his teeth off. Doing that grimace growl thing. That was a good little flip over slam. Now, they really have to make Lexis King look like this much of a pussy? They're having Lexis King look like an absolute pussy today. He's running away from Lucien, trying to let the clock count down so he retains the title. Why do they got to do this guy so dirty? Is it because he's from NXT? Excuse me, TNA? Oh, is that a little blood? These... Lucien doing the Hulk thing. Go ahead and kick me, I'll keep hulking up. Lucien looks like he's working pretty safe. He didn't go too hard on that elbow or the headbutt. He's looking intense, but he's not doing moves too hard. That's good. Apparently, Lucien King was not... Excuse me. Lexis King was not in TNA. He was in AEW, so my bad. Nice. Hell yeah. He won clean. Yeah, his chest got fucked up. I wonder how he got that. I didn't see the injury occur. If anyone in chat saw it, or if anyone sees this on the replay, put it in comments. Alright, now Birthright's doing the beatdown on Lucien, so here we get Bronco in to beat him up. So I guess we are getting a OTM versus Birthright feud. Oops. Sorry about that. Oh, man. Ariana's looking very fine tonight. Grayson Waller's back. How do you get a black eye? Oh, Heatwave's coming up. 12 p.m. August 30th. That's a weird time. Oh, 12 Pacific. My bad. That was so dumb of me. Yeah, they're just making Lucien Price look like a monster. He's a monster character for NXT. Especially now that Obafemi's gone. Alright, I'm gonna grab a snack. I'll be right back. Oh boy, I'm missing Grayson Waller's since impressive speech. Western Sydney land. I've been fighting with aces all my life. Western Sydney land. No, just know how to wrap it up so there's a new Samoan here. Yeah, we really needed some more Samoans in WWE. I got the ankle monitor up. Grayson Waller's promos have been great lately, but holy shit, dude. Dude just got demoted from SmackDown to NXT and just talking shit on everybody. Yo, my name Tony D. I'm here to defend the title and shit. The island of irrelevancy. Cruz, Montana. Oh, that guy's got a Chase U shirt on. That dude got fired. Look at this girl in the front row. She's in love with some Mike Santana. Here comes Roger Stone. Robert Stone, my bad. In a three-way. Dude, WWE is going wild with these triple matches and four-ways and stuff lately. They're like, oh, really? More than one person has a dispute? Let's put them all in one match. Carlo Hill. Man after my own heart. Hell yeah. Shiloh in a title match. Hell yeah. That guy's going to have a rocket strapped to his ass. He was with Undertaker twice on LFG. There's no way they're letting him flounder. Wren Sinclair, one of my favorites. Who am I kidding? They're all my favorites. Whoa, what was that? Little title on title action. Oh, it's next. We going back to commercial break? Apparently the answer is yes. We're back to commercial break. I need to see some more Unreal Season 3 ads. There's not been enough of those lately. The computer said there's a big difference between cutting heel champion steals one and grown man flees the building because Lucien made the teeth face. Yeah, the tooth face is pretty scary though. I don't want Lucien making the teeth face at me either. Oh man, I forgot how many ads there are during NXT. I guess it's good I get to have a little break time. But then I have to think of funny things to tell you between commercials. NXT has a lot more ads than Raw or SmackDown, so I have a lot more downtime. I have to think of funny things to tell the audience so they don't all leave during the commercial breaks every time. Toothless Shiloh Hill in the little promo. If you're watching on Netflix and you're international, then instead of regular commercials, you see this like promo that shows you know, images of the wrestlers with this music playing. Shiloh Hill's goofy ass was smiling with that missing tooth. And yeah, the commercial breaks are forcing me to become late night host between matches. That's correct. I have to build recurring bits that I can reach for whenever the screen goes commercial. You know what? I need to start doing the seeing the YouTube stuff, like sacrifice that like button to the algorithm so you can join the cult of barley. We must we must kill the subscription button so we can grow the congregation. There's the commercial break court. I could put one wrestler, booking decision, outfit, entrance, or promo on trial with chat being the jury. I don't know if I have enough chat. Oh, Wren Sinclair looking cute again. I don't know if I have enough chat interaction tonight for that. Barley's terrible prediction desk. Make an extremely confident prediction about what happens after the break. What is happening after the break? Okay, it's going to be Wren Sinclair and Kendal Gray versus Kelani Jordan and Callie Armstrong. Well, in that case, my bet is going to be on Wren Sinclair and Kendal Gray. Whoa! AI messed up my artwork earlier. Holy smokes. That's okay. I have some work to do with the AI, so it's gonna be fine. It looks like they made Wren Sinclair look like Lola Vice. No, excuse me. They made Kendall Gray look like Lola Vice. Well, anyway, I'm betting on Wren Sinclair and Kendall Gray. Not a big Kelani Jordan or Callie Armstrong fan. Are you gonna take the coffee? I don't think I would drink the coffee. They're making this guy completely unlikable. Keanu Carver. He's got to have some character other than completely out of control. Hold on a second. I got to grab something real quick. Off camera. I'm back. Now, Kelani Jordan's not too bad. I'm not into Kelly Armstrong yet, though. Kelani Jordan is girlfriend of Carmelo Hayes. Talk about looks match. Yeah, she's pretty cute, too. Carmelo Hayes has been getting done dirty lately on Raw. Or SmackDown, I mean, my bad. And Ricky Saints, I ain't seen him in months. He came over from NXT and then they just stopped using him. All right. It's Wren versus Kelani right now. Between these two, they're always going to give it to Kelani. But in a tag team, Kendall Gray and Wren Sinclair, I think, are going to win this. Callie Armstrong's just the big heel woman character. That was a cool kick from Wren. Oh boy, I wish Wren would do that move to me. Sorry. Oh, nasty stop. Put 2 feet into Callie Armstrong's guts. Yeah, Booker T makes a good point. Are they going to make a target out of Kendall Gray's ear? Is that going to be a match storyline injury? They going to just focus on it until they take her down? They could. That was a good double bridge out. I say double because both girls are bridging. Come on, Wren. Oh, yeah, good double team. Nice, another double team. Yeah, stereo drop kick. Good one. Mediocre Hurricane Rana. Kendal Gray did a fine job, but Kelly Armstrong sold it about 5 seconds late. On NXT. There we go. Lonnie Jordan stuck in the corner. Big double team again. Double team uppercut. Oh. Come on, Wren. Get her. No. Nasty attack on Wren's arm. Ugh. Yikes. Yeah, they're focusing on Wren's left arm. That's going to be the storyline injury now. Not Kendal's ear. It's going to be Wren's left arm. Allie selling those elbows pretty good. Oh no, she got my girl. Well, if I had to guess right now, I guess it's. Well, is this a championship match? Yeah, I don't know. I don't think Wren and Kendal Gray are going to give it up tonight. Still betting on Wren and Kendal Gray. Oops. I'm betting on Wren Sinclair and Kendal Gray in this match on NXT right now. Hashtag NXT. Oh! That was a great moonsault. She went across like half of the ring to get to Wren Sinclair. That was like 50% of the ring covered. What's her name is a gymnast, so she probably knows exactly how to launch off of that rope. What is her name again? Kelani. Thank you, Kelani Jordan. All right, Wren Sinclair kicking ass. That was a good one. Good suplex. Another good suplex. Ooh. Yeah, Wren Sinclair selling the ear, but I wonder if she actually bumped her head a little bit on that last suplex. Oh, nice slam. Another good one. Oh. Get a German on her? No. Reversed. Oh, she got up the back door, though. Ankle lock. Hell yeah. Make Callie Armstrong tap out. T44, what's up, buddy? I'm watching this women's match. Women's tag team match on NXT right now. Oh, that elbow looked good. Nasty chop. AKA titty slap. Ooh. Dang, Wren's doing good right now. Wren definitely has superior glute muscles to Kelani Jordan. T44, what do you think of the 17 HMR cartridge as a 100-yard precision target gun? I think I want a Ruger precision rifle in 17 HMR so I could shoot nickels at 100 yards. For cheap. Oh, yeah, get Callie Armstrong. Man, I'm sick of her. Dude, look at that bridge. Beautiful. Nice, dude. Kendal Gray's another good gymnast. That was the best, like, scissors that I've seen tonight on NXT. Kelani Jordan actually left with the scissors. She didn't sell it a minute later. Ugh. Yeah, nasty power slam. Wren Sinclair looking a little silly selling it. Yeah. Oof. Damn it. Well, my prediction did not come true. Callie Armstrong, my least favorite of these four girls, won the match with the cover. Yeah, T44, it's supposed to be very flat shooting and very accurate. Like regular CCI is supposed to get like 1 inch at 100 yards. You didn't go shooting today. I haven't been shooting in months. We're going selling as much clutter as you can. I'll sell your father's stuff. That's cool. I have a lot of clutter. I can't afford boxes to organize it into right now, so I will suffer with the clutter. Look at that little boy dancing with Kelani. Excuse me, Callie Armstrong. Damn. Booker T got some big ass rings. Oh. Need to get my air condition in my car fixed before I go shooting again. This style of promo is bizarre. Are they even, can they even see each other right now? Or did they just do this completely separately and then cut it together? Promo for a cage match, it sounds like. This promo is not very entertaining, but the cage match should be. What's this guy name again? I ain't got it up on my thing. Dark State Guy versus Sugars. It's going to be a great cage match. As far as this promo goes, Sugars doing a way better job. Do you used to shoot T-44? Yeah, me too. You've been sleeping on building something to catch brass. You have an idea using an old sheet. Okay. Just stand on the old sheet and then roll it up after. Cam sucks. One of the other wrestling commentators on X says he feels bad for Cam with the crap going on with his girlfriend. Who's even his girlfriend? Yeah, Saquon was pretty funny. He was definitely the stronger of the two in that weak promo. What the hell is up with NXT doing supposedly live promos with each person in a different room like it's a webcam? Question mark. Hashtag NXT. Saltine crackers at 100 yards with your Moss 45, 22. That sounds fun. I need to have a better place to shoot. Need a better place to shoot. I want to go use the restroom, so I'm going to do that while this commercial break is on, and then I will be right back. I'm back. I am back. You need to set up a KD range. You need some help to clear trees and brush. Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to get a range. Need an entirely new life. Completely new income source and place to live, and then I can build a range there, maybe. Or live near one or something. I don't know. Maybe one day I can live. What's up, Diddy? How are you doing? Diddy's my range buddy. I hadn't seen him in like a year because I'm always having fucking shit that makes me unable to go. I don't even remember the last time I saw Diddy and Mick at the range. All right, who's Shiloh Hill facing off against? I don't know. I am rooting for Shiloh Hill no matter who on NXT he's going against. Shiloh Hill's my favorite on NXT. T44. You shoot a couple days a week, but only plates at relatively short range. Rifles, I shoot rocks on a slope across my creek. Maybe 75 yards. That sounds fun. One day when I have more than $3 spare, I'll use them to purchase a 22 suppressor. And then I'll be able to shoot small targets at home. That was another reason the 17 was feeling a little bit appealing. It'd be like a little miniature precision gun that I could suppress and use at home. And with 17 grain bullets, I think collateral damage would be minimized. Dibson, how are you doing today? Yeah, definitely rooting for Shiloh Hill. But, you know, Jackson Drake's got his boys here, so... You know, we can probably expect some shenanigans. Diddy wants me to check Telegram. Okay, fine. Giving me homework. Dandelion Void. I'll have to read about that when I'm not watching wrestling. Explore jungle-choked corridors of a derelict ark to drift between the stars. That sounds fun. Is it single player or multiplayer? Packing up your RV takes forever when it has to load? Yeah. Oh yeah. Big slam on Jackson Drake. Beat his ass. Now Diddy's sending me the Volps Stubware AR-15 bolt action. Okay. I'll check that out later. Oh shit! I'm gonna this gonna sound weird, but I'm gonna check pay attention to Shiloh Hill's waistline. I think he's wearing LA police gear boxers. I think I saw the LAPG logo. It is. It's the LAPG logo. That dude orders undies from LA police gear. That means he's into tactical shit. LAPG, that's it, dude. Hell yes, dude. LAPG, that's 100% it. Fuck yeah. That's just fucked up. I just noticed Shiloh Hill is underwear. It's poking out the back of his pants, and it says LAPG on the waistband. That means LA police gear. I get my underwear from Tactical Distributors, but I get a lot of shit from LA Police Gear. That's pretty cool. He shops at one of the same places I do. I think I've already mentioned his character, it kind of feels like a wrestling version of me. Yeah, see, I told you, Vanity Project's buddies would interfere to help beat up Shiloh Hill. Yeah. Lockwood was distracting the referee while Vanity Project sidekicks beat up, cheated against Shiloh Hill. Yeah, this dude's up to the same tactical gear ecosystem I do. Oh, nasty. Nasty stomp. T44 says, tomorrow he's got to go run errands, so no shooting. Wife wants to get passports because she's convinced you want to travel. She keeps asking where he wants to go. Hiller, you want to go to the gun range. Come on, beat his ass, Shiloh. You can't let the skinny guy beat up Big Hoss. An AR-15 barrel-based bolt action. Is it something you print, Diddy? The Volk Stubgewehr? It's very cool, huh? I'm not sure how cool 223 bolt actions are outside of varmint hunting. Do not beat Shiloh Hill with that fucking weak-ass cutter. They're saying Lockwood is the new China, and yeah, she looks strong enough to be the new China, but she's not the new China in one way, and that's, well, let's just say I don't think she's going to be featured in any Playboy magazines. 3D print gun. I'm getting hung up on the basic configuration. Yeah. You mean I'm getting hung up on the gun? Yeah. I guess bolt action's the only way to print a 223. There's no semi-auto printed 223. Okay. It's all the way up to 450 Bushmaster. Oh, okay. Takes all AR-15 barrels. I see. I see. I see. I see. I see. 450 Bushmaster is a good cartridge. And once it becomes legal, if it becomes legal, will your printer be able to print quiet making devices? Mufflers, so to speak. Oh, big kick. Come on, Shiloh Hill. Beat this guy's ass. Yeah, big knee. Whatever. Drake chopping on gum the whole time. I wonder if they're chewing caffeine gum or if they're chewing regular gum because they drink pre-workout and it makes their jaws clench. all the mufflers. And durability is not a concern because you just make more. That's cool. You've got all the way up to 45 cal cans. I assume you mean the data files, not the actual units. Wow, dude, big ass Larry. Finally, Shiloh Hill kicking some ass. Hell yeah, dude. Make crazy faces for the camera, Shiloh. Come on. Hell yeah. I want to see this guy go to Raw or SmackDown. He's not ready yet, but I want to see him be ready soon. But always be doing your character, Shiloh. Everything you do, put your character into it. Be demonstrating your character. Hell yeah. It's a good senton he does for a big boy. They can be pretty durable. You're talking STLs. I don't know what an STL is, but I'm guessing that means some kind of file. Ooh. What? No fucking way. Jackson Drake can reverse a German, not a German, but a suplex on Shiloh Hill. I'm not fucking buying it. Nasty elbow. Fuck yeah. That was some WCW shit. That's the kind of shit I'm here for. Type of file, Diddy says. Now Baylor and Smokes beating up on Shiloh again. Whoa, the referee caught the punch? That's wild. I've never seen the referee actually, like, physically defend people before. Finally, he's kicking them out. American Predator is pretty cool. If you want the long skinny barrel, if you need a long barrel and you also need it to be very lightweight, then the Predator's badass. I like the patrol rifle in 308, and I like the prairie rifle in 308, or I'm really looking forward to the 300 Win Mag version. Oh yeah, dude, look at Shiloh Hill flying. Man, that's a big dude. He played football at college. I wish I had been more athletic. I could definitely have done wrestling. Big headbutt. Man, the ref's getting physical again. Nakamura? No, that's not. Naraku. Why is Naraku out here spitting fucking poison mist on Shiloh Hill? What the hell? Boo! Boo! Man. Maybe they'll get. Maybe they'll give a little heat between Shiloh Hill and Jackson Drake with Vanity Project. Don't know why I can't think of their name tonight. Apparently, there's going to be heat between Shiloh Hill and Nakamura. You looked at the American Predator. Oh, we already talked about that. Yeah, the Predator is not my favorite of the new American rifles, but I'm not hunting Predators out west. If I were, then a lightweight varmint gun would be a lot cooler to me. Zarya's outfit is slowly improving. He had to go to all that. Kelly Armstrong's accent. Oh, wow. We get some Zarya versus Callie. Red-headed heifer. I'd have Zarya beat her ass. They need to keep Zarya as the women's champion for a while. She needs to gain some muscle weight, too. But you know what? I don't want her to be unhealthy. I can't tell her to do things that are unhealthy. Zilla Fatu. Give me a break. This guy looks like a joke. This is like the fucking shitty little cousin of the Fatus, of the Samoans. Gonna make a big can for it, T44 says. Won't stop the crack. It makes it really hard to tell where it's coming from. That's true. Definitely want a 5.56 can for my short 5.56 guns. Although I'm not expecting super quiet performance. Right now, I'm really hot for those Ruger cans, including the 910. I really want that LC carbine in 10mm. The PC carbine in 9mm. In the Marlin Dark in 357 Magnum. To be the trio of guns to pair with the Ruger Model 910 Titanium. Then I'll get their 30 caliber can for the Patrol 308, the Prairie 300 Win Mag in the Ranch 300 Black, and the Scout 7.62 by 39 American rifles. Those are the 4 American rifles I want, plus the American Rimfire 22 Magnum and Precision Rimfire 17 HMR. Tony D's a pretty good heavyweight champion. At first I wasn't too sure, but he's been doing a good job. He pulls the tough guy act pretty well. Uh-oh, looks like my webcam became unstable. What the fuck? I'm still here. I'm just stabilizing my webcam. Now, since I'm keeping the screen small, I guess I can reduce our resolution. Let's go ahead and reduce that resolution. All right. Actually, I could probably just keep it at 360. Yeah. Yeah. Minimum resolution's fine. Until I go full screen. But, oh well. Who needs to see me high def anyway? No one. No one needs to see me high definition, ever. I think the first suppressor I'm going to get is that Ruger 22 suppressor. And I'm going to start using it on that Mark IV tactical for some backyard shooting. Oh yeah, T44. I forgot you got the Hammerly too. You and Diddy both got Hammerleys. Standard velocity 22 is really quiet out of the 1 and 12 A1 upper with a conversion kit and the Resonator R2. All right, that's neat. I'm going to stick to Ruger 1022 for my suppressed 22 rifle shooting needs. I really like that SBR configuration they have out now. We were born for the fire. Only factory 45 cans you want, or Dead Air Primal and Obsidian 45? Why? Also, why did my Netflix just die? Did my stream die too? Diddy's Hammerly with shortened barrel is so much quieter, he says. Dedicated 22 can has to be better, T44 says. Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to get a dedicated can from Ruger. I say dedicated can, but apparently I'm planning on using 22 Magnum and 17 HMR through it, so I don't know. What is going on, Netflix? Am I losing all internet? I don't think so. Dude, what the fuck? All right, let me change locations real quick. Missing the last 10 minutes for this bullshit. T44 has the Obsidian 9 and 45. Yeah, you know what? I forgot the Rugged Obsidian 45 was on my list. The Rugged Obsidian 9 was also on my list, but now the Ruger 910 is instead. All right. Finally. Zilla Fatu, all right. He's got some big pecs. I give him that. Otherwise, I don't know. He looks like the Timu version of every other Samoan. Maybe I do need a bolt action 22 long rifle. You guys seem to be on the Walther Hammerly train. I'll probably just do a Ruger. Too bad Ruger doesn't have an SBR bolt action. Chamber for 22 LR, I mean. They actually have an SBR 6mm arc bolt action. So fun shooting the USP 45 Tactical Suppressed. Standard ball is really quiet. That's a good idea. I need to get that Obsidian 45 and run it on that HK 45 Compact Tactical that Diddy and Mick dislike so much. That thing will be an absolute blast to shoot suppressed in my backyard. They hated the gun because the grip wasn't stippled enough. Like, I could put some skateboard tape on it if I had to. It's actually fine with me. Diddy likes bolt action 22 more than semi-auto. I like 25 round mags with the Ruger 1022. Also, I am the biggest Ruger 22 handgun fan. I love the Mark series. Yeah, fewer failures to feed, but guess what? Just get the CCIs. Just stick with CCI. Oh, this Samoan says he's not another nympho baby. I don't believe him. Really? You look like a party boy. With your Z tattoo on your neck. Wearing your cow shirt. Is that a cow shirt or a horse shirt? Grayson Waller here. Cruz, Montana. Mike Santana. I can't get over him being Cruz, Montana now. Diddy says he does use CCI. I wouldn't call CCI cheap ammo. CCI is good 22 long rifle. T-44 Moss 45 is his baby. Clone of World War II Mauser trainer with 5-round magazines. Looks like we're getting a title match between Zilla Fatu and Montana Cruz. Or, excuse me, Cruz Montana. I can't get over him not being Mike Santana. Oh, now Tony D out here. Oh, a fatal four-way with the new guy. Who could not see that coming? I was just bitching earlier about how many four-ways and three-ways they do nowadays. That's going to be a fun match. Don't get me wrong. Hell yeah. Heatwave. This is going to be badass. Edinburgh, Texas, Sunday, August 30. 3 p.m. Eastern. I can't fucking wait. Hell yeah. Kendal Gray versus Kelani Jordan. That is going to be a fire match. Both those girls are good. You know what? I've warmed up to Kelani Jordan. I said earlier I didn't like her much, but I've warmed up to her, especially now I know it's Carmelo Hayes' girl. They're so looks matched. I look forward to her catching up. I look forward to her catching up with him and being on the same show. Them both being on SmackDown. T44 uses CCI and Aguila standard velocity. Everything I have is pretty much good to go. Semi or bulb. That's pretty good. I didn't know that Aguila. Why am I calling it Aguila like a fucking gringo? Aguila. I didn't realize Aguila was so high quality. I thought it was CCI and I thought CCI for American 22 and Ely for European 22. I really love Ely, or however you pronounce it. I've had really good luck with even standard Ely, but you know, CCI is pretty hard to beat. Wrestling's over, by the way. Oh man, I love the picture of that 2245 suppressed tactical. I really love the Mark IV tactical that I have, but the 2245 is really where my heart lies for the tactical slash modern slash practical guns. I really like the Mark IV for the classic style, but I could always remove the rails from that gun if I wanted to look classic. Diddy says he's putting subs in your Hammerly. Well, remember, Diddy, that standard velocity 22 is subsonic. You don't have to purchase 22 ammo that's marketed for being subsonic, although I believe if you get some CCI quiet or others that they're, you know, would they be more quiet with the suppressor? I don't even think so. Let's see what the computer says. Do the quiet branded or marketed 22 LR loads perform more quietly when suppressed than 22 standard velocity? Or does the subsonic nature of standard velocity combined with the suppressor already bring it down to minimum loudness? Question mark. Standard velocity is quiet enough, T44 says. You have a bunch of Ely subs. Yeah, that's my that's been my impression. The other benefit of standard velocity 22 ammunition is that it's more accurate. I mean, if you're shooting a match gun for tight groups from rifle or handgun, you're going to shoot tighter with the standard velocity than you are with supersonic ammunition. The computer's saying that, yeah, genuinely low-powered quiet 22 loads will still be noticeably quieter through the suppressor than ordinary standard velocity 22 LR, but I think I'm still going with T44's impression that it's going to be quiet enough. Yeah, of course I haven't fired the two side by side without hearing protection, so Okay, CCI Quiet 22 is listed at 710 feet per second, where the standard velocity is rated at 1,070 feet per second. So, CCI says the unsuppressed Quiet 22 produces 75% less perceived noise than standard velocity. Okay. Oh, and there's different quiet loads. They've got a quiet 710 FPS and a quiet 835 FPS load. That's interesting. It's a 45 grain load at 970 FPS. That's pretty good. Clean. Oh, and they have a clean 22 suppressor load at 1,000 FPS. You know what? That's interesting. I didn't realize that CCI had that. Hmm. For my semi-automatic host, though, standard velocity or one of the 835 to 1000 FPS suppressor-oriented loads is probably one of the more useful sweet spot. Plain 710 FPS Quiet 22 is specifically marketed primarily for bolt action single shots. Huh. Oh man, I hate typing with my fingers. I want to keep doing voice chat on here. I'll just bring it up on screen afterwards. I was going to use standard velocity or match ammunition with the Mark IV Tactical paired with the Ruger RXD 22 Ti suppressor, but now you have me curious about the CCI suppressor loads, which make it cleaner for suppressors. How much more expensive are those loads? And how do they perform versus standard velocity ammunition from CCI? Through a gun like a 10/22 or a Mark IV. Or a Oh, T44 has a piston 300 blackout that you can shut off. You can shut the gas off on. Really quiet with the Resonator R2. Functions with supers and subs by adjusting the gas block. That's pretty cool. I'll show you the 300 blackouts I have picked out in just a moment. Diddy says Charlie hates using his fingers. Yes, well, with yours cracked loudly every time you open and close them, then you would try to avoid using them too. Actually, the doctors have told me specifically minimize hand and finger use, so I'm doing what I can. Okay, I gotta type professionally now instead of fucking smashing it. The other thing is I suck at typing. I should probably put 22 LR. God. What the fuck? Yeah, I'm absolutely terrible at typing. Oh, they sell little cartons of it? What the heck? Oh my goodness. Yes, please. Midway. I love Midway. I've already got links for Midway open. Can't reach that page? Oh, you son of a... We're in England. Actually, don't do that. Go to the United States. There we go. Really? I have an ultra-wide monitor, by the way. That's why I gotta look all over the place like this. Can't reach that page, huh? Can't reach Midway USA. You know what? I've already got it. Access denied. Oh, it's okay. That's when I was in France earlier. Yeah. T44. I really need the Cold Steel Warrior Series Chiza Katana. The 24.5-inch wide cutting blade paired with the two-hand grip is just so sweet. Hachi Katana, extremely nice. I think the Mizutori is a little more practical. The Tachi's a little lighter and more nimble than the Mizutori. Mizutori is more made for war. But speaking of war, we need the Nodachi. If we're going to war, we need to take the Nodachi, the 34-inch clip point. Anyway, we came here to look for ammunition, not swords. PCI 22 LR. Oh yeah, cartons. Man, I haven't gotten cartons of 22 in a long time. Segmented hollow point. Here. Ow, my thumb just cracked. Oh my god, dude, my thumb's cracking. Fucking pressing the button on my camera phone. CCI Clean 22 suppressor is more interesting for your Mark IV or XC22 Ti than I initially realized because the bolt pricing isn't terrible. Yeah. Polymer coated bullet to reduce lead fouling. Really? Polymer bullet coating reduces lead fouling. Okay. Ballistically optimized 45 grain lead round nose bullet. Reliable function semi-automatic. These are the 3 loads Midway USA has available. I'm not sure about that segmented hollow point. Would that be effective on targets made out of meat? How accurate are these loads? Would my retired mafia boss living in the Florida Keys character approve of the segmented hollow points for clandestine use? T44 says he's too old and gimpy to deal with swords. As I sit here talking about my crunchy hands. Yeah. I don't know. My elbow's blasted. My wrist is blasted. My thumbs are blasted. My fingers hurt. I still practice with swords every day, though. Diddy says he's not sure if 22 hollow points even expand. Yes, you're on the right train of thought with that, Diddy. The thing is though, with these CCI suppressor loads, it says segmented hollow points, and so I'm thinking that it's not going to expand, but it's going to break apart into smaller portions. The computer says, yeah, the third load, which is referring to the now pictured 45 grain segmented hollow point, isn't merely a hollow point with cosmetic cuts. CCI designed the 45 grain bullet to separate into segments on impact, even at its low 970 feet per second velocity. And CCI classifies it specifically as a small game load. Hell yeah. So let's see, the 45 grain lead round nose is going 1000 FPS, and our segmented hollow point is going 970. And that's advertised from a rifle. So I wonder how that's going to do from a handgun. What do 5,000 rounds cost? 5,000 rounds is $800 still. That's pretty sick, dude. Buy 5,000 rounds and be done. Oh man, I wish I could use voice to text on the computer. When I said targets made of meat, let's see. What did I mean by that? Come on. Targets made of meat meant like self-defense or whatever. I was just being a smartass. None of these has manufacturer guaranteed MOA group size specification. 22 LR firearms can be hilariously ammunition sensitive. Yeah. So CCI specifically markets suppressor max around accuracy, terminal performance, and low sound. Clean 22 suppressors try to provide excellent accuracy and reliable suppressed semi-auto cycling. I gotcha. Suppressor max, that's the one I'm looking at here. And Clean 22 suppressor is the carton. I gotcha. Transfers more energy to game, T44 says. Handgun will be slower because barrel length. Yes, you can buy a die to put a flat point on standard LRN 22 with a file. That's interesting. And you know what, Diddy? Actually, I know from previous research that CCI traditional hollow points, I think the mini mags specifically, from a rifle perform the way they're supposed to. They get adequate penetration and they expand the way that they're supposed to. But from a handgun, negatory. It's just a ice pick wound. T44 needs to buy one of the CVA 357 or 44 single shots to make a really big, heavy subs. Yeah, I wish that Rossi would expand their brawler lineup to include more calibers. Currently, they have it in 410 without a threaded barrel, of course, and then they have it in 300 blackout and 5.56 with threaded barrels. And I was thinking 45 Colt with threaded barrel would be pretty cool, or 44 Magnum or whatever. I was just thinking 45 Colt because they come subsonic. CCI says the Clean 22 coating can cut lead fouling inside a suppressor by up to 60%. Yeah, that's what I just read. Midway screenshot creates a funny situation. Suppressor max is cheaper than Clean 22. Yeah, 16 cent a round for max, 17.18 for Clean 22. For the Mark IV Tactical, it would say pick Clean 22 suppressor as the default practice ammunition and test suppressor max alongside it for accuracy. For a 1022, I do exactly the same thing because both 45 grain loads are deliberately intended to operate suppressed semi-autos. CCI specifically says suppressor max is designed for use from suppressed rifles or pistols, and the clean load is designed to cycle suppressed firearms reliably. Okay, suppressor max designed for suppressed rifles or pistols. That's interesting. As for my retired Florida Keys Mafia boss, as a character detail, absolutely, he would look at a box labeled Suppressor Max 45 grain segmented hollow point, silently putting in the shopping cart, and refuse to elaborate. But the computer would not treat it as some real-world clandestine ammunition recommendation. The amusing reality is, considering less John Wick, CCR markets it as suppressed small game ammunition. Terrifying former mob boss is essentially buying extremely sophisticated squirrel ammunition. And that does, in fact, make the character better. Yeah, the computer is underestimating the effect of headshots. T44 is thinking getting the CVA 357 or 44 single shot rifle and SBRing it. or getting a conversion kit for a Mauser action and making a suppressed 45 ACP carbine that feeds from 1911 magazines. T44, I think a homemade Delisle carbine would be extremely badass. In fact, I'm still surprised that Ruger hasn't made their American rifle available in 45 ACP yet. They don't have any pistol calibers for their American rifles, when the Ranch or the Scout would be perfect candidates for 45 ACP. I mean, they already make this in 300 black for suppression, and yet 300 black has a lot better ballistics in the air than 45 ACP, but within 100 yards, 45 ACP is still a good cartridge. T44 likes the 7744. You know what? I forgot those I forgot those guns from Ruger existed, actually. And now that Ruger makes the Marlin Dark rifles, or the Marlin rifles in general, I don't know how much interest I would personally have in the 7744. Although I will remind myself with a quick peek. They are handsome firearms, I will say that. Too bad they got rid of the traditional scout rifles. I thought those were very handsome. Your Hawkeye. Do they have anything new over here? Any new Hawkeyes? Threaded Hunter. That's probably what I would get. Ooh, the blue Threaded Hunter. Oh my goodness, that's pretty. I like that. 358 Winchester. Very cool. That is very cool. 358 Winchester, for those of you unaware, is a 308 necked up to use 358 caliber bullets. I think that's badass. Yeah, and they got it in stainless too. Very sick. 300 Win Mag. I want a 300 Win Mag for no justifiable reason. 450 Bushmaster. Goodness, these are good looking guns. Holy smokes. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Now, I would probably actually pick it up in 308 since I already have thousands of rounds of 308 and I currently have 0 rounds of 358 Winchester, and 358 Winchester is hard to find. But a 308 or 300 Win Mag, so sweet. And 45 Bushmaster, I mean 450 Bushmaster, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, Thump Boy. Oh, and to make matters even better, the Ruger 30 caliber suppressor is compatible with 300 Win Mag. Oh man. See, should I? Oh man. See, now I'm wondering. Get the Marlin Dark. Or get one of the other threaded guns. What's one of the other ones? A guide gun, I think. Definitely not getting Mad Pig Customs. It's no. SBL might be what I'm thinking of. I'll glance at the Trapper too, though. Okay, those are the guide guns. Those are pretty traditional. Here we go. The SBL. You know what? That's going to be a tough call. Oh, jeez, dude. Oh, my goodness. Tough call. Both threaded. Both 16-inch barrel. Both 8-round capacity. Stainless and wood. I think these are nitride. I think the dark are nitride. It says satin black finish. What finish does the Marlin Dark series have? I thought it was nitride, but the website just says satin black. I'm currently realizing I have to debate myself between the SBL in 357 Magnum or the Dark series 1894 357 for the trio of suppressor hosts, which includes the PC carbine 9mm and the LC carbine 10mm. T44 says 450 Bushmaster costs too much to load and doesn't do anything you need that 44 Magnum can't do. Yeah, that's a good point. I can totally see that. and I would 100% back anybody saying that. I just think that the full power 45 cartridges are cool. Oh, they have it in 17 and 22 Magnum also? I did not realize that. 17 Hornet and 17 WSM? Wow, I didn't think WSM was even around anymore. WSM was invented by Winchester by loading a 17 caliber bullet into a power load case for construction tools. 17 Hornet is also a rare one these days. Although Ruger makes the 17 Hornet. No, my bad. They make the 22 Hornet handgun. They may as well make a 17 Hornet Super Red Hot to go with this Ruger 7717. Look at that bull barrel, dude. The 17 caliber hole on the bull barrel is looking crazy. Oh. All right, Ruger 7744. Out of these, yeah, I guess the camo and stainless is. Oh, you know what? That looks sharp. That looks like a military camo pattern. I didn't realize that. I'm gonna eyeball the other one too then. The blued steel and wood is extremely handsome. These digital camouflage patterns look really cool too. Oh, this is a Cryptek pattern. I like that. What's that called? Cryptek Obscura Nox. You know what? The scout rifle is available in that pattern too. In 308. Yep, Obscura Nox. That's a good looking scout rifle too. For 16-inch bolt action though, I think I want the Patrol, not the Scout. For a 16-inch bolt action in 308, I don't see me using that as my walk around the woods gun and shoot targets of opportunity gun. That's not what I see it as. I see a 16-inch bolt action 308 as a let me deploy the bipod and attach my suppressor and get behind cover while I take a precision shot on this law enforcement. Wow, that sounded backwards. I'm thinking of that from the perspective of law enforcement shooting one of their targets in like a SWAT scenario where you have a close range sniper engagement. It looks really good though, but personally I think the scout rifle would be better suited for me in 7.62 by 39 for snap shooting, although this gun looks extremely sick. Okay, I got way off. Blued steel. Okay. Between these two, I'll take the stainless with, what do we call it? Dissolve Bear Reduced Camo Synthetic. That is a cool looking camo pattern. I dig it. Get that off screen now because I'm done with it. All right, and then we have the same two camouflage patterns available in 357, and sadly, there is no blued steel and wooden stock variant in 357 Magnum. What a shame. Oh well. Ruger 7722, it is available in 22 Hornet. That's awesome. It looks like one has a bull barrel and one has a standard barrel. None of them are Magnum. That's cool. We're just going for Hornet here. Look at these barrels. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I love bull barrel. Holy smokes. This one weighs 7 pounds. The standard weighs 6.5. Yeah, definitely a half-pound difference in barrel weight. Plus we have hardwood stock versus laminate. That's going to make it heavier too. What a cool looking stock. Green Mountain laminate. I still need to get some of that from PSA for the AK. For an AK. I should get an AK specifically with that wood. Or they call it Voodoo. PSA calls this same wood pattern Voodoo. But then if you look at the URL up here, it says Green Mountain. It's like, yeah, I know it's Green Mountain. Get these off screen. All right, now we're back to LC carbine and PC carbine. Yeah, that's the trio. That's the trio. I mean, come on. If you have this and this with the same black suppressor, I think you got to have this 357. Bring up the computer again. Oh, I can just hit reload. Or is he going to start the conversation over again? Oh, there we go. Marlin is not an all-over nitride gun. Ooh, that's kind of sad. That sounded bad, laughed my ass off. Did Lord Diddy Boo? Yeah. Law enforcement target. I meant a target law enforcement would shoot at. Holy smokes. I'm pro-police, except when they become unconstitutional. Let's see. T44 says manual of arms with lever actions is too convoluted. I mean, I grew up with a 357 lever action, so to me, it's not too convoluted. Also, those are the best guns to shoot rimmed cartridges. Yes, we just looked at the Ruger bolt action 357 and 44, but in general, if you want to shoot rimmed bullets from a rifle, especially flat nose, then lever action's where it's at. And flat nose is not always a bad thing. Everyone involved in gun history, gun culture these days has military history in their mind. So we went from round nose to Spitzer bullets, and lack of Spitzer bullet compatibility with lever action means Army doesn't want to use lever action. So that must mean lever action's old. Well, when you're shooting at big animals, flat nose is a good thing. Or even two-legged varmints that lack armor, flat nose is a good thing. 357, 44 Magnum, 45 Colt. I'm not a big 30-30 fan. I'm going to have to get one to go with that 30-30 suppressor, though. But I'm actually a much bigger fan of 360 Buckhammer. Yeah, the SBL is... Oh, that's the Trapper. No, we're not doing the Trapper. It's either the SBL or the Dark. Oh, Diddy sent me another... How did this even get up? I must have accidentally clicked it. Another 3D printed P90. You print everything you need to shoot the gun? I mean, how does the bolt work? Where do you get a bolt from? David Ramatowski sending me picture 6.0 Agula Sniper Subsonic 60 grain lead round nose. Yeah, I will keep that one. I will keep that in mind. 10 cent. Yeah, those are significantly cheaper than the CCIs I was looking at. I will keep those in mind for sure. Marlon Spectable unhelpfully calls the overall finish black satin. That's correct. That's why I was like, what? I remember it being nitride. Further down the same factory page, they explain what that actually consists of. Major components are finished in black, graphite black Cerakote. Okay. The bolt and the lever specifically are nitrided for wear reasons. Receiver barrel or alloy steel underneath rather than stainless. Interesting. So if you remember reading nitride, you absolutely did. It's just selective nitride rather than exterior finish the entire rifle. That's kind of a letdown, actually. Yeah, stainless versus alloy. They're both CHF, though. That's fucking sick. They're doing CHF lever action barrels. Holy smokes. And it agrees the Dark makes the trio conceptually coherent. Yeah, you've got 3 compact modernized pistol caliber carbines, except one happens to be lever operated, correct? But the benefit of that is the power difference. Oh man, I have to go track down that conversation I had with it before. 10 millimeter versus 45. That's a good chart, but I need to add 357 to the chart. Here we go. That's the good information. Here, I'll make it smaller so it's more visually interesting. You can see you can see part of the gun still. Yeah, just leave it there. $10mm auto, 180 to 200 grains, going 1250 to 1350, getting 625 to 800 foot-pounds of energy from a 16-inch barrel. 357 Magnum from a 16-inch barrel, you're getting 1800 to 2150 FPS with buffalo bore loads, and then 1350 to 1625 feet plus foot-pounds. You know what? I'm going to go back to this conversation, and I'm going to tell it. I was looking at the chart we made earlier comparing 10 millimeter with 45 and 357 Magnum from 16-inch barrels. Let's make another chart with those, and let's add 9 millimeter this time and subtract 45 ACP. So this time it's just going to be 9 millimeter, 10 millimeter, and 357 Magnum. And please use similar loads with them. For example, if you look at buffalo bore data, then use buffalo bore data across the board. And if you use federal data, then let's try to use federal data across the board. And it does make a good point here. The SBL is more tempting if the question is, what 357 Marlin do I want if I'm only ever buying one more? Because that SBL is super handsome. I do have an original Marlin, but it's an old cowboy model with a much more basic stock, and of course the blued finish and standard buckhorn sights. So absolutely nothing fancy, but still a very nice gun. Oh, I forgot to follow up with my chats over here. My bad. T44 sold his 18-inch Savage 308 because you never shot it. Well, that's the same. That LC carbine has nothing on the 3D PP90. Oh, okay, did he? I think it's got durability over it. But, hey, I think the 3D printed stuff is cool, and I'm really glad you're getting into it. T44 says it was an end-of-the-year discount model with a tactical bolt handle, heavy threaded barrel, and a Hogue overmold stock. That is cool. That's really cool. Too bad I didn't have spare money. I think he showed it to me. Now it's like, yeah, I'm poor now. I can't buy guns. Diddy says, sure, man. Check Telegram. He can link the bolt. The one, and T44 says, the one you regret selling was an FN marketed 308 Patrol that was a Winchester Model 70 in a pillar-bedded stock and matte black finish. Back when the parent company Tanked FN bought a bunch of Winchester Model 70 actions. Yeah, I seem to recall that story about FN, and that gun sounds very cool. I've always wanted a Model 70. If I ever get one, I'll probably have to save up all my dollary dues and get a I forget what they call it. It used to be called a deluxe model. It's probably like Supreme Plus or whatever, but like the fanciest polished blued and fancy wood wood stock version that they make of the Model 70. It goes for like $2,000, which, you know, not that much in the world of fancy guns, all things considered. And man, I really want it in 30-06. 308 would be more practical for me. I do not need any of the benefits of 30-06 for any reason other than Model 70 should be 30-06 in my mind. ChatGPT is still making this chart. Oh, my stream died. It's on right now, Diddy. Diddy, why are you always telling me my stream's not working or my camera turned off? You're always telling me that stuff. You sent me a Twitch chat to check Telegram to tell me on Telegram that my Twitch died. Like, what the fuck? I'm streaming at 6,000 kilobits per second, and I am currently viewing my own preview on the television. Sorry, Diddy. I hate to inform you of this, but you're wrong again. Before I move on to that chart, the computer points out the dart doesn't even save any meaningful weight. Yeah, it actually gains weight because the handguard. Oh, I'm sorry. I got that backwards. It does shave off a little bit of weight by having polymer instead of wood. Man, it's hard to decide. But for that trio, I think I'm going to have to go dark. I can always go back and get an SBL later. Life's not that short. Do I have to tell him in Telegram? Diddy, I'm live right now. What the hell? What the hell, Diddy? Diddy's probably gone still. I need to start recording these gun chats and then uploading them separately. Oh boy, look at all this data we got. Change guns that are on, on display. Man, that picture is sick, dude. Probably get the black one. That just looks nasty. Diddy swears I'm not live. I mean, what the fuck? Diddy, I'm watching myself on YouTube right now. Please stop fucking around with me. Why are, what is up with this joke? Reload the page or something. I don't know what's... 10 millimeter auto, 180 grain Hydra-Shock jacketed hollow point, 1220 feet per second from 16-inch barrel. So we're getting a good 140 feet per second faster. 595 foot-pounds of energy versus 385 from the 9 millimeter. That's a huge step up. Then 357 Magnum, 158 grain Hydra-Shock jacketed hollow points, coming in at 1735 FPS with 1,056 foot-pounds of energy. By the way, the old timers will tell you, what did you miss, J-Dog? Where'd you go? What happened? Did the stream shut down on YouTube? Oh, I'm finally moving again on YouTube. What the hell? Maybe Restream is screwing up. I don't know. I can see Restream catching up on the app here, but I saw YouTube on my TV was messing up. I was just talking about the ballistics chart some more. I was saying how 9 millimeter Luger, we're comparing in this particular chart Hydra-Shock JHP across the board. 9 millimeter, 10 millimeter, 357 Magnum. We're getting 1086 FPS on 9 millimeter, not 10 FPS. It died on YouTube and Twitch. That's screwed up, man. I don't know. I wasn't recording then either. That's fucked up. I'm highly disappointed in that outcome. Well, this data that I had generated by the computer gave me a more apples to apples way to compare 9mm, 10mm, and 357 from a 16-inch carbine by using Federal Hydroshock jacketed hollow points across all three and excluding any random hot loads like Buffalo Bore. Before, we were using Buffalo Bore 357 and then other stuff in other calibers, which was unfair. So, 9mm 147 grain is getting 1,086 feet per second and 385 foot-pounds of energy. 10mm auto is getting Federal 180, 10mm auto Federal 180 grain Hydroshocks are getting 1,220 feet per second, which is 140 faster than 9mm, and 595 foot-pounds more, 595 foot-pounds of energy. Versus 9mm, 385 foot-pounds of energy, which is about a 210 foot-pound difference, which is very significant. Very significant foot-pound difference. So very significant difference in muzzle energy between 147 Hydroshock 9mm and 180 grain Hydroshock 10mm. 357 Magnum, we're looking at 158 grain Hydroshocks. 1,735 feet per second for the 16-inch velocity. That's significantly, that's tremendously faster than 10mm. We're getting 1,220 from 10mm. We're getting 1,735 from 357 Magnum. And we're generating 1,056 foot-pounds of energy. The old timers would say you have to have 1,000 foot-pounds of energy to humanely hunt white-tailed deer. So, out of the three cartridges we're looking at, 357 Magnum is the only one suitable to hunt white-tailed deer. Here's the energy values calculated. Yeah, put it into a chart for us. And we already read the numbers, but here's a visual. It's much larger with 357. 10mm has a 55% muzzle energy jump over 9mm. 357 jumps 78% over 10mm. 357 load is producing 2.74 times the muzzle energy of the 147 grain 9mm. Wow. Okay, it's using 147 grain 9mm because it thinks that's what works best with a suppressor. Oh, Federal specifically notes the historical popularity of that load in suppressed MP5s. That's interesting. If we instead use Federal's 124 grain Hydroshock, then we get 1270 FPS with 444 foot-pounds of energy. That narrows the gap. Yes, it does. At that point, it's supersonic. That's okay, because the others are supersonic. Interesting. I want to add 357. Oh, excuse me. I want to add 45 ACP plus P 230 grain and 124 grain plus P 9mm. Actually, I should just end the stream. What do you think, Diddy? Have you had enough gun discussion for tonight? There's the Prairie I was talking about. That's the heavy barrel 308. Mark IV 2245 Lite and the 1022 SBR are going to be such a sick combination. This one was not high on my list at first, and then the more I was looking at it, I'm just like, damn it, I have to have a 22 LR SMG type. Oh, this song has vocals. Let's skip it. I really like the carbon fiber, and my favorite is this one. I'm going to get this 1022 with the heavy barrel and the sights to pair with that Mark IV Tactical. And then the 1022 SBR and the Mark IV 2245 Lite will form their own pair. What about ball ammo? Who cares about balls, did he? I wonder if this music's going to get my channel zapped. I'm playing some Castlevania Symphony of the Night music during gun discussion on my stream after the wrestling stream, because I remember it not having copyright strikes before. What do you think? 124 grain plus P is more sensible 9mm comparison here. The point is, what do these cartridges do when we actually let 16-inch carbine barrel work? Handicapping 9mm with a 147 grade subsonic load distorts the comparison. There is one sourcing wrinkle. Could not get clean same manufacturer, same load family measured 16-inch dataset for all four. So it prioritized measured 16-inch velocities and comparable full power premium loads rather than mixing pistol velocities with carbine velocities. BBTI's data are archived but directly measured. Didi says, my opinion, whatever runs shit ammo better is better. I was actually asking the computer question. I don't like my pair. I love my pair. The Mark IV Tactical is going to go so good with this heavy barrel 1022. I can't wait for that pair. And I can't wait for this pair too. I love the 2245, as you know, Diddy. You shot my original 2245. You enjoyed that one, didn't you, Diddy? We went back to Buffalo Bore? No. Use Federal HST if Hydroshock is not available. Not Buffalo. Hydroshick, I said. You know what, Diddy? I'm ready to get off stream. So, it's been no, it's not been 2 hours. I started this at 8. It's now 11:02, so we've been here for a while. The computer is calling Symphony of the Night a yellow light rather than a green light. That's encouraging. I've used it before. I wouldn't interpret that as Konami live streaming the soundtrack. I see. OST is still commercially copyrighted for digital listings. I see.